Hey friend, John McLennan here, and welcome back to the final episode of the Police Greatest Hits series. In this video, you're going to learn how to play Tea in the Sahara as recorded by the Police on guitar. Now, if this is the first video in this series you've seen, I've posted a brand new song lesson for every single song on this classic Police compilation album, their greatest hits. And this has been so much fun going through all of these songs and really the incredible writing and guitar parts that is in these tunes that we can break down. So I hope you've enjoyed following along with these videos, and I'm going to leave them all in a playlist down below so you can always come back to these videos and learn any ones that you haven't learned or want to learn, or just review any ones that you're working on. I'll leave them up here on YouTube for you to access completely for free. Now, before we dive into this video, if you're new here, be sure to download my Fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is a PDF that I put together that's going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And this comes in really handy, especially when we're breaking down guitar parts like what we've done in this series and what we're going to do today. So in this video, we're going to break down how to play Tea in the Sahara. And the guitar part is interesting on this song. It's very sort of ambiguous and has more of like an ambient style of playing. So there's a lot of reverb and swells with this guitar part, creating more of just an ethereal sound. There's 3 sections you need to know, what I call the vamp, which is how this song starts off, then the verse and the chorus. All right, well, with that said, let's break this song down. Let's break down how to play Tea in the Sahara as recorded by the Police on guitar. Now, we're gonna cover 3 sections, and these are the 3 sections that you need to know to make it through this tune. The first one is just a vamp, and then we have the verse and the chorus. So let's start off with the vamp, and really this begins with kind of drums and bass, and the bass line is doing this. And it's really all based around a C sharp minor chord here. So that could be played at the 4th fret, starting on the 5th string, just 4, 6, 6, 5, 4. Okay, now Sting is playing just this single note here, playing the 4th fret of, the 5th string here, twice, then going back to the 2nd fret, then back up to the 4th fret. And those are just 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3, and then you rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then and there's this little pickup, into the repeat of that basically. So here I'm going to play the 4th fret of the low E and then roll my finger back to the 5th fret. So da 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 da, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and so that's basically the general groove there. Then the guitar on this track is a little bit ambiguous. It uses more of like an ambient style of playing. So there's a lot of like swelling in on chords, and you may add a little extra reverb and maybe some delay. Like I'll turn that on, you can kind of hear. Some people use a volume pedal. You can also just use your volume knob. Just to kind of roll in some of those chords. And that's what's happening. So the drum and bass are grooving, and then you've got just, some real, like, here's a nice C sharp minor 9. And this is the 4th fret starting on the 5th string. 4, 2, 4, 4, open. That's a great chord. Just. So I'll play that over. Here's the bass line. Might sound something like this. So that's more of like an ambient approach where you play just specific chord voicings, like there I ended on that sort of minor 6 sound. I'm playing the 4th string on the 9th fret, then 9 on the next string down, then 11 there to get that. that kind of sound that you hear on the track. So that's the vamp, and basically you're just grooving on that one chord. And then from there, you go into the verse, and the verse is where Sting comes in singing, and here's an example of what you could play over the verse. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the verse just goes between two chords. It's essentially F sharp minor and then A with 2 bars each. Now the bass is like kind of this push on the and of let's see, 1 and 2, and on the and of 2. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So instead of an F sharp minor like this, I might kind of make these chords a little bit more Andy Summers style and play like something like this. And that's a great chord just from the 5th string down. 4, 4, 2, open, open. It's an F sharp minor 11. And then I'm going to go up to an A add 9, which looks like an E chord just up here in 6th position. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. That goes 4 times. All right, from there we go to the chorus, and that's where Sting sings T in the Sahara. Here's what that sounds like. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go back to the verse. So what I played here was just 3 chords, an E, an A sus2, and then a B7 sus4. So I'll show you those shapes. E is just all 6 strings, open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. And that's gonna go for 2 bars. Then I'm gonna go to an A, but I'm gonna make it sort of Andy Summers style, so I'm gonna not play A like this, I'm gonna open up that 2nd string. Get this sus2 kind of sound, open, 2, 2, open, open. And then B7 sus4, which is just, looks like an A chord, right? But these are brought up 1 string. So from the 5th string down, 2, 2, 2, open, open. So this section is 4 bars long. And again, the melody, T in the Sahara with you. And you can use just a very common strumming pattern here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just the old down, down, up, down, up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we go back to the verse. Four times again. Third time. And we go to the chorus. T in the Sahara. Okay, after the 2nd chorus, we go to the vamp. We go back to the C sharp minor 9 there. Then we go back, we play the verse again, we play the chorus, and then we have the vamp. So we're just using those 3 sections. Congrats on making it through this lesson on how to play Tea in the Sahara as recorded by the Police on guitar. Thank you so much for following along with these lessons, and I hope that you've enjoyed all the breakdowns here. It's really going to give you just a great insight into Andy Summers' guitar style, which is so useful to know, especially if you want to play in a band, or what I've done a lot of studio work, and being familiar with how to play a lot of these parts and how they work in tracks has been super useful in my career, and just being able to go into a session or work with a band and play some parts that sound really great. So before you go, to help you even more, make sure to download my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. So just go to johnmcclennan.com/fretboard guide, or use the first link down below to grab your copy. Also, leave a comment before you go and let me know what album I should cover next here on the channel. This has been a lot of fun covering these entire albums. So far I've done Sgt. Pepper's, we've done Rubber Soul, Abbey Road, some Beatles albums, right? We've got John Mayer Continuum, and now the Police Greatest Hits. So thanks so much for your support. Comment down below what I should cover next, and we'll see you in another video real soon.